Each year, there are hundreds of Bigfoot sightings across the country.
People in Alert Bay say they've been hearing strange screams and howls from the forest at night.
Right, there's something there. Okay,
There's an entire world hidden in the shadows of our imagination, filled with mythical creatures that have captivated human minds for centuries. From the enchanting fairies of folklore to the terrifying beasts of ancient tales, these beings blur the line between reality and myth. What if they're not just figments of our imagination? What if they exist, lurking just out of sight, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves? Today, we'll delve into some astonishing clips that might just change your perspective on these legendary creatures. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's embark on this incredible journey. Werewolves. Speaking of werewolves, these legendary creatures are said to be cursed to transform into massive supernatural wolves. In some tales, they're portrayed more like demons, able to shift at will to hunt humans. As if that weren't frightening enough, the stories often suggest they can spread their curse to others, turning victims into monsters as well. While catching an actual transformation, typically tied to the full moon, seems impossible, this clip might convince a few skeptics. In the footage, you can spot a large black figure lurking in the trees. When a regular-sized brown wolf approaches, the creature rises. Though it's hard to make out clearly, it towers over the smaller wolf, its massive form exuding an eerie sense of dominance over the wilderness. While we don't witness a transformation, descriptions of werewolves often mention their enormous size and raw power. It's tempting to dismiss these accounts as rooted in fear or imagination. But what if there's more to the legends than we realize? Perhaps these creatures have simply adapted, learning to blend in with the shadows of modern life. Mermaids. Whether serenading sailors with songs of far-off worlds, or lurking in mythical grottos to lure them to watery graves, mermaids have captivated imaginations across cultures and centuries. These ethereal beings, often portrayed as beautiful and dangerous, seem like the perfect vision for sailors lost at sea, something both mesmerizing and terrifying to dream of. Some skeptics suggest they're nothing more than misunderstood manatees or an oddly shaped clump of seaweed. But what if there's more to the legend? In this footage, filmed from above, an entire pod of what appear to be mermaids glides gracefully across the sparkling blue sea. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss them as a stampede of dolphins or another natural phenomenon. But for a moment, it's tempting to wonder, if you were a sailor, would you be fooled? Maybe mermaids are real, just not quite how we've imagined them. What if these legends stem from creatures that exist just beyond our understanding, blending seamlessly into the ocean's mysteries? Ninetails Kitsune. The kitsune, or nine-tailed fox, holds a prominent place in Chinese and East Asian mythology. Known for their trickster nature, these foxes are said to shapeshift, often taking the form of beautiful women to deceive unsuspecting victims. In European folklore, they're loosely compared to werewolves, though the similarities are few. Naturally, most assume kitsune are nothing more than myth. But is that really the case? What we see in the wild are ordinary foxes, solitary scavengers with a naturally sly and mischievous demeanor. Yet, a recent clip hints at something a little more mysterious. The footage captures a long-legged fox-like creature, neither quite dog nor fox. Its lanky frame and otherworldly gait give it an uncanny resemblance to folklore's kitsune. True, this creature only has one tail, far from the 9 tails of legend. But could this be a sign that some myths have a basis in reality? While it's easy to dismiss the idea of finding a mythical being, perhaps these creatures exist in forms that differ from our expectations, shape-shifting not only in appearance, but also in how they fit into our modern world. We've got way more to go before the end, and you will not want to miss any incredible mythical creatures we have today, from massive beasts to ethereal beings. We have it all caught on camera. Let us know in the comments what you think number 1 will be. We'd love to hear your best guesses. Dragons. hoarding treasures both material and intangible. Dragons have long been the powerful, awe-inspiring creatures of legend. Tales of these mythical beasts describe them as village destroyers, night challengers, and princess stealers. While many dismiss them as mere fantasy, have you ever wondered, what if they were real? With their scaled bodies and commanding presence, dragons are said to rule the skies wherever they appear. Stories of these magnificent creatures span cultures and centuries, but skeptics often argue that they must have been inspired by something more mundane. After all, where's the proof? Or could there actually be some, if you know where to look? Take, for instance, a mysterious discovery near the California-Mexico border. Hidden in the vast desert and captured on Google Maps, an enormous serpentine figure, far larger than anything explainable, rests in the sand. Could this be a modern-day dragon lying in wait? And if size alone doesn't convince you, perhaps motion will. A smaller, pond-dwelling dragon was caught on film, its appearance eerily similar to classic depictions of the mythical creature. It may not breathe fire, but its uncanny resemblance is enough to make you wonder. What if dragons exist, just not in the ways we've always imagined? Here's another fascinating Google Earth discovery, this time near Taiwan. Someone spotted what appears to be an enormous dragon-like figure lurking just beneath the surface of the water, right next to a boat. The sheer size of the creature is jaw-dropping, its silhouette resembling something straight out of a legend. But what do you think? Could this be a dragon, as the image suggests, or is it something else entirely? Optical illusion, large sea creature, or perhaps proof of mythical beings? Let us know your thoughts. Pegasus. Pegasus, the legendary winged horse, has amazed people for ages. Stories describe it flying high in the sky with huge white wings full of grace and power. But no one's ever seen a real Pegasus, right? This video might change your mind. It shows what looks like a Pegasus, standing calmly with its massive wings tucked in. As a man pets the creature, it gently spreads its wings, almost like it's setting a quiet boundary. With wings that big, it's easy to imagine it flying through clouds and across the skies. It's an incredible sight, but what do you think? Could Pegasus be real, or is it something else entirely? Angels. This might take a slight turn from typical mythological creatures, but what about angels? Whether watching from above or moving among us, could these celestial beings exist? And then there's this second clip. It's brief, but unforgettable. A winged figure is caught rising into the sky. The sight is so extraordinary, it almost feels unreal. But if you witnessed something like this, what would you think? Could it be an angel, or would your mind search for another explanation? Would you believe your eyes? Bigfoot. Every hiker dreams of spotting the elusive Bigfoot, but for most, it remains just that, a dream. The evidence is always blurry, obstructed, or fleeting, as if Bigfoot prefers to stay hidden. Maybe that's for the best. Avoiding the spotlight seems to suit this mysterious creature. In South Carolina, one such sighting adds to the intrigue. Deep in the woods, partially hidden by foliage, a massive, hulking figure was caught on camera. The person filming wisely kept their distance, wouldn't you? But like so many Bigfoot clips, the footage leaves more questions than answers. Bigfoot sightings are reported everywhere, from the rural South to the Rockies and up into Canada, yet the proof remains frustratingly thin. Many clips are dark and unclear, adding to the mystery. Could a giant man-ape really roam the wilds? Or is it just folklore fueled by blurry footage?
People in Alert Bay say they've been hearing strange screams and howls from the forest at night.
In British Columbia, strange, haunting noises have left a local community unnerved. Sounds coming from deep in the forest, almost supernatural. Another sighting in Provo, Utah, captured a distant, inhuman figure in the Rocky Mountains. Too large and strange to be a hiker, the footage adds another layer to the mystery. Even local news has gotten involved,
It was a bluebird January morning here in the foothills of northeast Provo.
sharing clips of a group claiming to have seen the Sasquatch. Whether it's true or not remains to be seen. So, is Bigfoot real? Or are these just glimpses of overactive imaginations? Maybe, just maybe, he's out there. One of the greatest hikers the world has never really known. Fairies. Legends of fairies are as enchanting as they are eerie. These mystical beings are often seen as ethereal, nature-loving creatures, or mischievous tricksters, eager to steal your name or something you hold dear. When we picture fairies, we usually think of tiny, pixie-like figures fluttering gracefully through the air. But how could something so small and sprightly be dangerous? One family may have come closer to answering that question than they ever imagined. In their backyard, nestled in the leaves of an apple tree, they captured what appears to be a tiny, man-like figure darting through the branches. The sighting is clear, yet almost too strange to believe, leaving them, and us, caught between skepticism and wonder. Some dismiss the video as falling into that uncanny valley where the unbelievable meets the unexplained. But what do you think? Then, there's the discovery of a tiny, humanoid-like skeleton in 2017. Found by a hiker in North Carolina, the remains included a miniature skull, ribcage, and spine, small enough to fit in the palm of his hand. He reportedly found it in a falcon's nest, adding an unsettling twist to the story. Is it proof of fairies, or just a curious coincidence? While some things remain unproven, perhaps they're meant to stay unseen, leaving us with a little mystery in the world. Goblins. Goblins, small, mysterious creatures with many reputations, are a near-universal part of folklore. Across cultures, they're known by various names: elves, fairies, or squallies. Whatever you call them, these small, pygmy-like beings occasionally appear in tales that reshape how we see the world. In this eerie clip, a mother captures her toddler playing, an innocent and joyful moment. But when she reviews the video later, something unexpected catches her eye. In the background, a tiny creature appears, darting across the room. It moves quickly, almost too fast to process, and vanishes in an instant, slipping through the open door into the backyard. For those wanting something clearer, or at least better lit, this second clip provides a chilling look. Deep underground, the footage shows a creature clawing its way to the surface. While it might resemble a mole at first glance, this looks far too strange to dismiss. As the light briefly catches it, the creature appears to reach out with what looks like a hand scratching at the earth above. It's quick, eerie, and harder to explain than the first video. So, what do you think? Are these glimpses of goblins, or are they something entirely different? Maybe folklore has more truth to it than we thought. Kraken. The Kraken is a legendary sea monster from Scandinavian folklore, often depicted as a massive, tentacled creature resembling a giant squid or octopus. Tales of the Kraken emerged from sailors' accounts and Norse mythology, portraying it as a terrifying force of nature, capable of dragging entire ships and crews into the ocean's depths. This intriguing clip, captured along a foggy seashore, shows what appears to be a massive set of tentacles far out in the misty waters. The footage is blurry, but the sheer size of the moving appendages makes it hard to dismiss as just waves or seaweed. Could this be evidence of the legendary Kraken, the sea monster of maritime lore, or something else entirely? The Kraken has long been a subject of fascination, described as a giant tentacled beast capable of dragging entire ships beneath the waves. While skeptics might chalk this sighting up to tricks of light and weather, or an unusual sea creature, the possibility of encountering something so massive and unknown stirs the imagination. What do you think? Is this a glimpse of the Kraken, or just another unexplained ocean mystery? Chupacabra. Often described as a strange, hairless, dog-like beast with glowing eyes and a spiky back, the Chupacabra is said to prey on livestock, draining them of blood. While some believe the Chupacabra to be a mythical predator, Others speculate it might be a misidentified animal, like a coyote suffering from mange. Still, its strange appearance and the consistent reports of bloodless livestock leave room for questions. In this eerie clip, something strange was found lurking in the backyard of a quiet home. The footage captures a creature that looks unsettlingly like the legendary Chupacabra. With its hunched posture, thin limbs, and otherworldly appearance, it doesn't resemble any known animal. Is it a stray animal with a strange appearance, or something truly unknown? The sight of it leaves an unforgettable impression, sparking the question: could the Chupacabra be closer to home than we ever imagined? Griffins. Griffins, majestic creatures combining the strength of a lion with the keen vision and flight of an eagle, aren't often the first mythical beings that come to mind. But these unique hybrids are nothing short of extraordinary. In this clip from Armenia, a man captures what appears to be a griffin gliding through the golden hour skies of Yerevan. Its flight is deliberate and graceful, entering the frame from the side and coming into full view for just a moment before disappearing behind a building. It's not quite blink and you'll miss it fast. It is slow and kind of too good to be true. A second sighting offers something closer to reality, or at least a reinterpretation of it. A woman, photographing a rowan tree, notices something peculiar in the branches. Could it be a griffin? Perhaps, but not as we traditionally imagine them. What if griffins aren't lion-sized beasts, but smaller creatures, maybe no bigger than a house cat, camouflaging themselves in plain sight? Whether soaring through open skies or hidden in the trees, these sightings challenge our expectations of what griffins might truly be. Are they out there, just not quite as we imagined? Yeti Monster. The Yeti, also known as the abominable snowman, is one of the most enduring legends of the Himalayan region.
What the heck is that thing? Oh my god.
Encompassing Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. Described as a towering ape-like creature, the Yeti is said to roam the snowy, remote landscapes of these rugged mountains. Recently, the internet was abuzz with a chilling video that claimed to show a Yeti encounter in the Himalayas. Captured by a group of trekkers, the footage depicts a dramatic and rare interaction. The supposed Yeti is seen approaching the group before a startling turn of events leads to it losing its footing and tumbling down the mountainside. Could this be genuine evidence of the elusive creature, or is it another cleverly orchestrated hoax? The Yeti's legend has sparked countless expeditions and scientific inquiries, yet no conclusive proof of its existence has ever been found. Some researchers suggest that the sightings and myths may stem from misidentified bears or other regional wildlife. Still, the allure of the Yeti endures, drawing adventurers and enthusiasts to the mystery. What do you believe? Does the Yeti exist, or is it simply a product of folklore? Let us know your thoughts. We've saved the best for last, and we can't wait to share it with you. Before diving into these final, mind-blowing clips, what do you think about what we've shown so far? Did anything surprise you? Do you think we missed a legendary creature, or your personal favorite? The world of mythical creatures is vast, and we've only scratched the surface. Have you ever seen something unbelievable? If so, let us know in the comments. We'd love to feature your suggestion in a future video. For more unique, exciting, and sometimes downright unbelievable content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell so you never miss a single upload. Let's dive into the grand finale together. Trolls. Picture yourself in a forest, surrounded by ancient trees, when one gnarled trunk catches your eye. The woman filming notices something stirring among the roots. A small, troll-like figure peeking out from a hollow. It's quick, but unmistakable. Whether a trick of the light or something more, it's enough to give anyone chills. The next clip feels more like a fairy tale. Emerging from the darkness is a hulking figure, lumbering awkwardly into view. Its shape matches the classic depiction of a troll, though its proportions seem oddly mismatched, almost as if this troll might be smaller and closer to the ground than the towering giants of myth. Then comes a sighting from the Norwegian wilderness, where trolls are steeped in legend. As the man films, distant crashes echo through the woods. Moments later, a massive creature emerges, smashing through the trees with immense power. This troll, far from timid, seems to be defending its swampy domain. The man wisely flees, leaving the mystery intact. Are trolls mere folklore, or is there truth behind the tales? What do you think? And there you have it, a fascinating dive into the world of mythical creatures and the mysteries that surround them. Now, we want to hear from you. What's your favorite mythical creature? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more. See you at the next one.